I mean no insult." "I take none." Her eyes were intense and yet somehow lost. No, that wasn't right. When he'd seen her in the distance through the years, he'd thought her a lovely ghost, a woman with so many fractures in her psyche that she only survived by disassociating from the world. This was different. She hadn't retreated from the world. Rather, it was as if she was looking inward, searching for something she'd forgotten. Such wasn't the least bit unusual in older angels. Even Titus found himself doing it on occasion, and he was only 3,500 years old in comparison to. It was then that he realized he had no idea of the hummingbird's age. What knowledge he had said she was a contemporary of Kalyan's, and Raphael's mother was an acknowledged ancient. Yet when he looked at the hummingbird, he felt no sense of age, no sense of history pressing down on his bones. Her presence was radiant, full of an unexpected light. "Is all well?" He tried to temper his voice out of its usual booming register. Lines furrowing her forehead, she seemed to snap back to reality. "What's wrong with your voice? Are you falling ill?" Titus wanted to throw back his head and just roar at the sky. Why were women the bane of his existence? He loved them, that much was true, but they also drove him to distraction. "My voice is fine," he grumbled. "I was attempting a tone that wouldn't blow out your eardrums. According to all those borrowed warriors who quit my service, I yell too much." She tilted her head a fraction to the side. "I don't recall making that complaint." Arch words, no indication of anything but a woman confident and strong. "My people seem to find my voice just fine, too, but others are weak and lily-livered." It was a gauntlet he'd just thrown down, pushed to the edge by her. He didn't know what it was about the hummingbird that aggravated him, and that just turned the aggravation up another notch. The edge of her mouth lifted slightly, her extraordinary eyes filling with an effervescence he could have sworn was laughter. "I agree with you," she said in that mellifluous voice rich with tonal layers. "You're an archangel fighting a deadly scourge. Those who expect you to waste time pandering to their needs should be ashamed to call themselves warriors." He glared at her, not sure if she was making fun of him or not. Regardless, there was nothing he could do about it. She was the hummingbird. Angel kind would disown him should he lay a finger on her. Not that he would, but it was the principle of the thing. "I am an archangel," he boomed. "I am the law in this territory." She bowed, deep and precise. "Of course." He felt like he'd just been petted on the head, much as an indulgent mother might do to a small child who was puffing himself up. Growling in his chest, he decided to do as advised by a long-ago trainer and take a step back. The adversary he faced wasn't a simple one. To win this war, he'd have to be cunning and stealthy, neither of which was exactly his strong suit.